I was looking at the achievement list and I'm nearly done with that game. TBH. That surprised me.
Stop
I
fidgeting.
mean, it really shouldn't.
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
And well he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
I guess he is gonna fight.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown. The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else? Oh? Ask away.
The station here.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Ah, interesting. His chain. His it changed a little bit. The more and more I help the people, the better chances they have of
These
surviving
humans
the
don't
night.
know the hilt of a sword from the pointy end. This ought to be interesting.
I was hoping to find maybe more quests. Maybe if I talk to what's his face in the Chantry. I have to go back in there anyways and talk to Caitlin and her brother. Oh, there he
Heaven
is.
said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Liliana approves.
Maker keep you safe. I won't forget you.
Hello again. I found my sister.
Still want to know what he was doing in the, you know,
Good day.
the closet.
What do you need? There is not much daylight left. Of course. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Alright, so we have a few more stops on our journey.
I fear most for the children. They are so frightened. It breaks my heart.
Wise werewolf. Did you find the barrels of oil? Yeah, in the convenience shop. I have no idea what to do with them, but I found them. Nothing popped up. It just says there are barrels of lamp oil. There are lamp oil in the barrels. I head back there real quick. Be this way. Well, I just made a grievous error somewhere. Sort of. Maybe I can just loop around. Ooh. What's this? Lake Callahan, no swimming. I'll read the lore later. Deep mushroom. Guess taking a scenic route was good. These barrels right here. You can set up fire traps. Okay. But how do I talk to him about him? Because I already interacted with the barrels, but maybe I just have to, you know, have him ask me about something else.
The repairs
get
are
the
underway
dialogue.
surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Did he always have a helmet on?
The men's spirits are. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know. Since you convinced Owen to stop, overall, Is there anything else? Oh? Ask away. Don't write. A few folks went up, and then those horrid creatures attacked the village. There's not much time before sundown. Thanks for persuading him to come up. There's not much time before sundown. You'll find him and his I have a good...
What do you wish of me?
The dialogue isn't there.
The repairs are underway
Do I have to
surprisingly
go talk to
quickly,
Ser Perth
considering how
first?
drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I believe that changed too.
Oh? Ask away. If you want weapons and such, speak to... Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now. Don't write... A few folks went up to the castle, and then those horrid creatures attacked the village. Some did, yes. They put their belongings together and ran. And creatures attacked them on the road. We only know because the survivors came running back. There's not much time before sundown. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Don't remember how exactly. I just know that I did it once and I played a long time ago. Okay. I'm gonna try to go to the other places real quick. And come back after I talk to Ser Perth. Maybe that's what triggers it. Maybe I have to have knowledge of trap making. That could be... That's probably a good assumption too. World map, house, landmark tree, circle. Let's go to the tavern real quick. I think it's right here. Most money at once, 11 gold, 53 silver. Something.
Not looking
Berwick.
for company. I'm not here to talk.
There's something about this man's demeanor. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you do, don't you? I know a spy when I see one.
Look, just because you're an elf doesn't mean we should be friends. I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone. Nothing! Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people. I just, overheard it, that's all. If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the Chantry before the sun goes down. I don't want trouble. I'm going to the Chantry now. Just leave me alone. Thank you. That's all I want. I'll be going to the Chantry now.
Something odd about him. Even...
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes? Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war. and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope. Fine. Make them quick. Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come. I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the Chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale. Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward. Well, yes. I suppose that is what I want. Not a lot. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. Something else I can get for you? Name's Lloyd. We don't get many elves out here. You're a runaway from the city.
Let's just say I'm a reward.
Well, learn something new every day. Something else I can get for you? Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
No armor, no weapons, no accessories. He has some health poultices, and some Mulberry Crunch. We actually don't have that much in the way of money anymore. And some ale as a gift. So I guess it was worth coming out here. We still have to find what you got back here, Lloyd. Got any secrets? Oh, nothing. Graffiti. We still have to find a guy for the what's his face? It's probably not. Could you move out of my way? Thank you. I guess Lloyd won't help. Let's make our way over to Ser Perth. And talk to mustache guy one more time. And then start the battle. I guess. Not really much else I can do. Moving in this game is just weird. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save again. Before I make any mistakes. Hopefully the this guy. Yeah, you're in
Yes?
there.
What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
You got anything interesting in this house of yours, buddy? Give me your loot.
For you.
Guess he has a chest back here. Which I can't open. Apparently these quests, not these quests, these chests require max stealing. Liliana does not have that yet. Hit rate 85, damage to 161. That's just weird. It's weird. Your allies have to listen to you. Not used to it.
What if there really was a maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned his creation. It seems terribly irresponsible of him.
He left us because we were determined to make our own way, even if we hurt ourselves. And he could not bear to watch.
But how do you know? You cannot ask him this. Perhaps he has gone to a new creation elsewhere and abandoned this as a dismal failure best forgotten.
I do not need to know, because I have faith. I believe in him and feel his hope and his love.
Faith. How quickly those who have no answers invoke that word.
How can someone who practices magic have so little capacity to believe in that which he cannot see?
Magic is real. I can touch it and command it, and I need no faith for it to fill me up inside. If you were looking for your higher power, there it is.
But only if you can control it. I do not envy the loneliness you must feel at times, Morrigan.
Leave me be. Loneliness would be preferred to this endless chatter.
Some interesting dialogue. Where are we actually going? Oh, never mind. This must be the... Oh. It's another area entirely. Ah, never mind. Let's actually talk to Tomas.
Oh, I can't believe how relieved I was to hear you're helping us. Maybe we do have a chance.
Nothing of importance. Alright, let's actually talk to Ser Perth. And then talk to the mustache guy. See about those lamp oil bomb things.
No word from the castle? No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
That's interesting. Maybe we can use the...
again, but with more undead.
No stakes in the ground or set on fire if you tell someone about the oil. Just have to find the right person to talk to, I guess. I'm gonna go into the windmill before I actually talk to him. TBH. What's my buff? Make quick survival. The character can detect nearby creatures up to 2 level higher than the character's own level. Interesting.
Greetings,
Right,
Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude. As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Ser Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending on these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Ah.
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters
Assuming that would
aflame.
hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime? We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Watching you play this makes me miss this game so much. I almost built all my classes because of this game. It's actually a really good game. I'm liking it so far. I actually have plans to play through the entire series, DBH. I have Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. I'm ready to download right after this game. And I want to watch the beginning of my series, seeing as I am doing the series on it. If you click the little info button on my channel and click on the YouTube icon, let's play on YouTube. All that good stuff. See what I can do.
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Okay, so
Ask
Murdoch
me
is the
whatever you
mayor.
wish.
Oh, we're gonna get
I'm
supplies.
not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know. Ah, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more. When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. The Al once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told. Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. As you wish. There is still time before the sun goes down. Not yet spoken to Murdoch. If there is anything you have planned, ask me whatever you wish.
Let's get something else. What is your status?
We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow are nervous in the coming battle. Death is almost certain. But we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. Ask me whatever you wish. You know about as much as I do. I returned the day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop. And I don't believe we... As you wish. Ask me whatever you wish. As you wish. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is... Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain.
Is there anything
nothing
you
comes
need?
to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. Wish Grey Warden watch over you.
Something else that I'm missing here.
Do you wish of me?
Nothing for right now, Morgan. Maybe later. Let's talk to him after.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. We retrieved more... Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, as you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch.
Let's go talk to the mayor again, I guess. Real quick. Maybe we can find something else. But I'd rather the knights not die, TBH. I feel like there's something else I can do to prevent them from dying. Maybe let's talk to
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I'm ready to make my stand.
The men's spirits
well.
are high. Dwin's since you convinced... Overall, I'd say... Is there anything else?
Does it matter which one I make his standard?
Oh, ask away. I have a good...
Okay, I'm just gonna talk to everybody again.
These humans don't know the hilt of a sword from the pointy end.
Just in case, I don't want to miss anything. Contribution to party damage, 20% damage dealt. That's a lot. Where is this guy?
These are terrible times. Just terrible.
What is it you need, child? I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their death. What Ser Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. Ser Perth believes that I can against creatures, as she the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. I cannot do it. I know that their own faith may inspire them, but these men need to find confidence on their own. I simply won't lie to them. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay.
I hear both Murdoch and Ser Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news. This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? I mean no offense. I just don't want to spend what little time we have left chatting instead of preparing. Of course. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
What is it you need, child? You would? Bless it.
And now look, the random notification. I'm probably going to end my stream right now. Still talk to him up here. Maybe let's see what he has to say. If not, I may reload. Maybe Intimidator. But again, that may not even do the trick.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything? I see. Then I suppose we must simply rely on our own prayers. The Maker will not help us. Thank you for your efforts. We shall fight on, nevertheless. We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain. But we will fight and die. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, as you wish, Grey Warden.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna reload TBH. Just for a little bit. Radcliffe. Where were we? 1042. Let's save the game again. Real quick. Should I reload? I think I've done all I can at this point.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Is anything you have planned? Good. Go do whatever you must and return before it is time. I will be here.
Alright. For the time being, I'm just gonna exit the game. I just saved. And I'll be back in like 15, 30 minutes, I guess. Or for you on YouTube side of things, it'll be like 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, 3 days. Go take a break. Been streaming for like the last, I would want to say, 7 hours, 6, 7 hours, 5, 6, 7 hours. Probably gonna clear out the castle. Then I'll leave Dragon Age for next week and stream something else. Probably Black Desert or actually finish Operencia. Yeah, it was fun. I actually shouldn't have came back to the menu. I'm thinking about it because the Twitch is gonna mess it up. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and possibly subscribe. It helps more than you know, but it's entirely up to you. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know down in the comments. But until then, I'll see everyone in the next part of my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. Let me hurry up and stop this before the for Twitch mutes this.